guys and welcome back, I'm MWS and welcome to the Grimsby Town to Glory episode 9 of season 6. As yes, today we continue with our deadline day. If you haven't seen the last episode and the couple before that, please go ahead and watch them, as I've actually got the kit on today and I'm going to show you the calendar before that. Of course, 10 hours to go before the game at least, as we have Wolves, West Ham and Manchester United all being played today. So smash a like button for these games. Of course, Man United, if you don't know, we beat them last time at Old Trafford. So it is a big episode. I'm excited. As I've got the press conference, only 2 questions today. So of course, as always, if you want to get your question in, comment it down below. Should be in 2 episodes time. As the first one from Football Friendly, need a centre back. Reece Burke from Hull City. Also love the intro. Thank you very much for saying that, as I don't really need a centre back as priority now. Maybe Reece Burke could be a good backup option, so I'll definitely keep my eye on him. And the next one from Acid Kill saying, if your striker is aging, you should sign Josh Sargent, because Jeff does not finish his dinner, which is completely true. Sargent would be in his prime at 25 as well. So yeah, the American striker, I think at Werder Bremen might be a decent option to bring in if we were to lose a striker. And of course, Jeff got out on loan, so of course we have no money at this time. But if we could find some from a player going out, we've got 2 good options right there. And I am stoked. I am stoked. Yes, like I just said, we've got no money. But there is one player I've got my eye on, a free agent. But the thing is, I don't want to sign for signing's sake. So if we do get an offer like this one for Stacey at Southampton and below us, so I'm going to reject that. If we get a good offer in, of course I am opening to selling some players, which we can have a look at. However, 6 hours in, nothing coming again, as we've already had Stacey. And now Ivan again from Olympique Lyon. Yes, we tried to get loads out of Manchester City for Ivan's signature, and I think these might be willing to pay. I don't know what the funds are like at Lyon, but I do want loads of money for this guy. The Spaniard has been sensational here at town. The lowest I'm going to go for him is 70 million. So I'm going to start off with the lowest. If they don't accept that, he will stay at Grimsby Town, and they are not. 58 is a lot of money, but not enough for Ivan. Rather keep him and let him grow a little bit further than selling for 56, and that is honest opinion. If you don't agree with me, I apologise, but I do want to get loads of money for that guy because I know he's worth it. Let's watch this be another offer for him now. Hassim Aouar making a big move. It's Campuzano from Monaco. Right, I want to make profit on him though. I don't want to let him go for nothing, so I'd take 13 million for this guy. However, I'll let them down a little bit more gently. We're paid 12 million. Can we get 12.5 for Victor? I think that's sensible. 11.9, right. Yeah, I'm not going to bother rounding it up. It's not much. I'll let Campuzano go. I don't know if I'm going to spend his money, but he's just not getting played here. And Monaco ain't the worst team to go to, as I think he's going to be sold. Yes, he is. He has gone as Guili. We've got an offer from Almares for him. This guy, I don't actually know about. I think he's decent, but then again, do I sell my youth? I'd rather have him loan listed, but then again, I do have a lot of cams, and 2.1 million is actually pretty decent for a youth prospect. Yes, he could probably grow, but is he going to be here in the long term? Probably not. I've got better prospects, so he can go to Almeida. Of course, sometimes you've just got to be disloyal to your own. Like Frank Lampard with Chelsea. He got sold. Or not even sold, just released as manager, sacked, if you want to put it in those terms, as transfer deadline day is over. I was not going to make that signing. I'm not going to reveal who it was. I may want to go back to him in the future, but for now, he does not fit my team. He would be in a position where he'd probably want a crucial, and I could not offer him it. So Gwillick did leave. We've got the thing there. We've got progress, development. I don't really care about this much in time, and youth, which I might look at. However, no one really coming up just yet. Look at that, Ethan Evans. He's almost 70 rated in the academy. He could be better than Gretterson. Maybe Gretterson has to move on if that's the case. As at the start of this episode, we are 14th with Wolves just above us by 3 points. And guess who we play next? That's right, it's the Pack. So, for a difficult game against Wolves, push Liverpool in real life all the way to the end, I'm going to put out this team. Of course, Chevalier in goal, and speaking of goal, hope you get well soon, Rui Patricio with Stacey at right back. Although a little unfit, is going to start with Ivan alongside him. Very strong centre-back duo with Mola over on the left. Didn't get a replacement for him, but he's too far gone now, as Cantwell, Hove, Doyle and Brooks make up the 4 in the midfield, with Dowell just sitting in front, and Antonio Semenyo, of course, our top scorer by about 13 goals up front. Hopefully he can keep it up against these. Got us defeat last time at Blundell Park. Hopefully this time can be different. And this one's at the Molineux. What does the Wolves lineup look like? In goal, they have Pierluigi Golini with Lucas Matheson, Schurz, Ribeiro, Ellie and Johnny. So they've got the youth player at right wing back, Paulinho and Pedrinho in the midfield with Origi, Andre Silva and Hudson Odoi. Very young team. Gibbs White on the bench, Solanke, Hueve. Oh my days, what a team it is. I mean, the right backs, whoever, and of course, Lucas Matheson. That is just a fantastic youthful team. Of course, which we have the task of beating here away from home at the Molineux as Pedrinho gets to the ball just before us. Clinton Mola, though, to come forward a little bit. Can he get the run of Todd Cantwell on the left-hand side? He can't. This is Hove. Why ain't Cantwell moving forward? Oh, well, he might have been covering left-back for Mola as Hove does come forward in the middle to Antonio Semenyo. Run around him, but it's going to make space for Tommy Doyle to play a 1-2 with Semenyo! Golini with a good first save, but still, the attack goes on. It is David Brooks to run around. Goes the full way round. Into Cantwell now. Goes for a long shot and just over the bar. And Christopher Ayer with a pass to Ivan Conde Al-Salado. Going to start to come forward now. Gives it to Mola's feet. Cannot find Todd Cantwell though as we give it away there. 25 minutes in. Nothing really happening apart from our flurry of chances as Andre Silva, another youth player, gives it over to Divock Origi. Plays a 1-2. Yes, he does. As Divock's on the right side of us. Christopher Ayer though making a good touch but can't keep the ball in play. Okay, bit of a dodge touch. At least he got it out of danger for the time being as Paulinho's going to whip it in to Divock Origi. That's a good job Todd Cantwell ducked. And Divock Origi on the ball right now. Gives it around the corner to Pedrinho. Back to Divock Origi. Lucas Matheson now. Can we get a tackle in there with Mola? Oh, and he's gave it as a foul. Never a foul in my opinion. Really good tackle to start the counter. But no, it's been given as Wolves whip a ball in as well. And it's another header down to Chevalier. That really sums up the first half. As Johan Hove here coming forward with the ball. Think it's going to be the half-time over. And there we go. 0-0. At the break. I mean, at least it's better than the last game we had against them when we got beat 1-0. But still, it's not been a good game at all. It just hasn't been a good 45 minutes of football. Hopefully the second 45, though, can be a lot better. And us to try and get on front. Let's start the second half. It seems to be where he left off. A couple of passes around the back from the 5. As yeah, the Molineux doesn't seem to be the most entertaining place for football at this moment. Although that's a good ball through to Pedrinho, who's in behind the defence and chips Chevalier. And of course, when I just say we need to see this out, we don't. Wolves just take the lead. It is a great little dink from Pedrinho running onto it. He didn't play against us last time as he does get the first goal against Grimsby Town right here. Chevalier came out, didn't get there, just doinked over him as it goes into the bottom left really, and I don't think we deserve to be behind, but we're in this situation now. So shall we try and get ourselves out of it or just peter out, which it looks like we're kind of doing. Divock Origi with a good pass round as well to Andre Silva. Good touch as well, but Christopher Ayer gets there last minute. But Mola's run into his own man and it's gifted it to Divock Origi. We are now 2-0 behind against Wolves and that's only our own fault. Boys, what is happening? What is happening? We made the initial tackle, but it still went back to the player. Look at Christopher Ayer. Great tackle from behind. But Mola, he puts his foot on it, takes it off his own man, which gives Divock Origi a clear hit straight past Chevalier. It is calamitous defending, like I am saying a lot at the moment. It needs to be sorted ASAP. And we did bring in the 82 rated defender, but I won't say it's really his fault. Christopher Ayer with a pass there to Ivan Conde Al-Salado. Comes forward, gives it to Lewis Wing. I mean, if we're going to come back in this game, it's going to be a long shot. But that's a good ball from Kieran Dowell into Semenyo. This could be it. Our second chance since the first couple of minutes. And what a save, Golini. What a save. He's going to come off his Semenyo for a rest. I honestly think the game's really done us. Ivan, can he get us back in? Definitely not. And in fact, we might be able to here as we've slipped the ball through to Kieran Dowell. Good touch away from the defenders into Balogun. Can we get a comeback? It's another miss. It's another miss. Failure in front of goal is what's probably sealed our downfall. And Andre Silva onto Gibbs White. It's a 1-2 and it's 3. 1-2 passing. 3-0 Wolves. It's just been a shocking game all around from us, I think, and that just seals it for Wolverhampton. Just got to get back to the drawing board. I don't think we're going to finish above 4 teams, to be fair. We just can't win when we come to this position as it's just blasted past Chevalier in goal. Humbled. Yep, not been a good day at the officers. Ivan's even been rounded here. And it's 4. It's 4. Andre Silva with another blast into the back of the net. Celebrating with Ovia Jaria. As we've really bottled it in the last couple of minutes. It's Ivan who just doesn't stand like he should do. And Chevalier just watches it sail past him. This time, we usually get beat 4-1, but this time we haven't even scored ourselves. It's 4-0. No goal. And just no desire in that game. 4-0 in one half of football as well is something I wouldn't get too worried about right now because it's one game, but still, one shocking game. A dirty, dirty double completed by Wolverhampton over us now, as we need to try and see us getting a win in the next game. I think we've got international duty. Maybe our players were thinking about that instead, as West Ham jump above us. We're down to 15th, but we do play West Ham next, which could, like I'm saying a lot, be another 6-pointer as Clinton Muller's out for 5 days. So we're going to sim up straight up to the day. No simulations today though, we're playing all 3 games, as this is a big one. West Ham, I think this one's at home, and they beat us earlier on in the season like Wolves did. So again, we don't want a double committed against us, as it wasn't a good show of ourselves in the last game. But then again, I'm going to go with the same lineup. Chevalier in goal, Stacey, Ayer, Ivan and Mola in the defence, with Todd Cantwell, Hove, Doyle and Brooks, with Kieran Dowell in camp and Semenyo, because we did do well for 45 minutes. It's just that second half which we just dropped off the edge of a cliff in. So I've got faith that the boys can repay my faith by doing it right, this time at Blundell Park. And how do the Hammers line up? They have Savernas in goal, Traore, Bilbao, Kuntle, Rice and Masuaku in the defence, with Madueke, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Orban and Pavon. I don't know why Orban's there, but Joshua Maja is the sole striker. Very, very defensive. Walker Peters on the bench, Palacios, Rabiot. I mean, it's a very, very decent team from Newcastle. Newcastle? It's West Ham. What am I talking about? Still want to beat them, as we did actually manage to beat them last time out, didn't we? As that's a great ball played from Semenyo, looking for Brooks immediately. I mean, I would have liked to sign Madueke myself. Speaking of Brooks, who's the right midfielder for us, of course, was looking at him in pre-season. Then they went and spent 70 million on him, so it was tough luck. However, he didn't do well against us the first time round, as Oxlade-Chamberlain gets the ball here, and it's 1-0 to West Ham already. I honestly thought they were going to miss that, but no, the Ox slams it home. I mean, West Ham, they're really angry that I called them Newcastle, punishing us straight away for a lapse of concentration in the defence. Again, I think the partnership, although both high rated and good, isn't working yet. Ivan might have his eye on the move as well, because particularly 2 goals, the last 2 we've conceded, have been his fault. Concerned to the maximum. Don't want to be losing this game at all, as Brooks now does have the ball though, gives it into Tommy Doyle to make a little run through this gap, as he does keep it. He's got a run on now of David Brooks. What can Brooks try and do? Can we get an instant reply? Passes it straight to Declan Rice, which I think should really swap with Orban. It makes sense. However, he hasn't done, as that's a dodgy ball. Todd Cantwell with a great touch to get around the defender as well. Right, he's cut it down to 3 at the back instead of 5. Todd Cantwell crosses it though, because he can't really get on it. It's a swing, but Declan Rice deals with it superbly. Literally kicks it up and keeps it up in the air to clear it at the second time of asking. That is skillful, but still, to our chagrin. It's going to be a free kick for West Ham right here. Christopher Ayer going into the book. That's both defenders on yellows. Ivan not in this game, but does have them from the last, as it's going to be headed on. Maya with a good header onto Madueke, and he's onside. I thought it was miles off. How can it be onside? Our whole team just stopped and stared, as Jordan Madueke does punish me for my words. Really sloppy one to concede as that. It's just terrible. It's a header on from Josh Maja. None of our defence following. It's number 22 who should be marking him, which I think might be Joan Hove, but still, we just let Madueke straight through there. Just runs onto the end of it, and you can see I'm not happy. It's 2-0 to the Hammers in a big game. And we do have the task of trying to pull something out of the bag again, as Semenyo, the good dribble inside. I'm going to keep hold of this and now flick it back onto Stacey. Into Doyle. Doyle across to Dowell. Them 2 names I'm going to get mixed up so much, as we can't get out wide. 30 minutes in, it's been a terrible start. And Tommy Doyle with the ball again though. We've got 5 minutes till half time, as Brooks has a run in here. Can we get one back? Oh, he's touched off the knee of Dowell, and he can't control it. That is just our luck in this first game so far. Just terrible. Just absolutely terrible. Should have got there and don't, as West Ham granted a free kick as well. At half time, we're going to be behind 2. As yes, my prediction is correct. Something has to change. We have got to do something off the bench. Man United beating Wolves, who thrashed us 4-0 as well, so can't wait for that game up next. As I'm going to try and make a central midfield change. Osborne, your career's kind of done at the club, but I want an injection of pace in the midfield. Doyle is quite tired, so he's going to come into it instead of wing. And Florian Balogun, do I put him on? I mean, he had a good end to that game, but Semenyo's his top scorer, and I think I need goals more than ever, so I'm going to trust him for a bit longer. And Unai Bilbao, it looks like it's going to be a bit of a slow start to this second half, but I'd kind of take it for this time being, as Oxlade-Chamberlain looks for a ball over the top, does find it into Modeke, who does a good touch as well. Back to the Ox. Right, can we just peter him out? I mean, he's got past us there. It's a ball through to Josh Meisjer. Great tackle from Ivan, and it needed to be. Clinton Mola, though, cannot clear it as West Ham keep on coming at us. Modeke with the ball again. Already got a goal. Cut straight inside of Ivan, who's playing terribly at the moment. West Ham still on the break, but they've dribbled out with it. At least we've caught a break. However, it doesn't look like for long, although that's a bad pass. Stacey tried to give it back, but eventually does get the ball away. Osborne in the middle now, onto Semenyo, who's going to try and turn out. That's a good pass to Johan Hove, but can't find Cantwell behind his man, so we're going to have to go down the middle again as Dowell makes a good run. Going to go right, though, to David Brooks. Cut back inside now. Good touch. No. Declan Rice reads it. He has been absolutely everywhere, the West Ham youngster. Brilliant stuff. As they do look to try and catch us on a break as well. Pavon, but can't get past Ivan. Now we've got to try and go forward. Don't remind me of Man United, as Hove now has the ball. We need 3 points here, roughly, I think, because they'll want revenge, will Manchester United. He's onside, is Antonio Semenyo, so he still does have a chance here. Into Hove, just behind him, onto Dowell. Really good turn from Kieran Dowell, and puts it in the bottom corner. We have one back with 20 minutes to go, courtesy of the captain. It's a great strike into that bottom corner to finally lift our ambitions and think we can get a result now, as Florian Balogun is going to come on. Semenyo's just not having a good time today, but Kieran Dowell does get the first goal of the episode with their classy finish. Captain against captain Declan Rice, who cannot block that one, although he's blocked every single other thing. Just need to go for the next one now, as they have gifted us the ball straight away as well. It would be great if we could get 2 in 2 minutes. That's a pass straight to Meisjer, though. It's a good job he wasn't on the ball, as we gave it to Johan Hove, who is on it, and he's going to run forward into Todd Cantwell's gap, because he isn't making any forward runs. Onto Florian Balogun. Great turn from the ex-Arsenal man into Kieran Dowell. Could he have 2 in 2 minutes? He's dragged it wide. So we've got 7 minutes now. Kieran Dowell, he just seems to have brought the game to life on his own as Kieran, as he does have the ball again here. Looks for a pass into the middle onto Osborne, who I won't say has made a big difference, but then again, we have scored since he's come on. Back to Hove, now back to Dowell, as we need to desperately make this last move a good one. Todd Cantwell making a run forward into Balogun round the corner. Can we get a run off of him? Really good control. Do get a run off, but it doesn't go to Osborne. And that could have been the last chance. Arthur Masuaku to bring it forward onto Pavon. And I don't think we're going to get to the other side of the field unless we make a good tackle here. Aya putting the pressure on. 2 added minutes as Will Orban gives it out to Masuaku. I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't. Amura Sama must have come off the bench here as he gives it to Adrian Rabiot. Same with him, as we took a long time touching that. Do get the pass out, but that is all the referee has in mind. It's a 2-1 defeat at home to West Ham, and it is not the ideal scoreline. It's just back to the drawing board. We needed a win there desperately, but no, we've lost the battle of the lower mid-table, so we might be in for a bit of a struggle towards the end of the season from now. And we really need to pull something out of the bag now. That has caused us to stay in 15th, but West Ham take a 4-point gap. I mean, we've still got a hefty gap on Southampton ourselves. I think that's 4 or 6 actually. How did I get that the wrong way around? So yeah, it's looking good for us. With other teams being that far behind. I mean, Southampton still do have a game to play, but I think that's alright. So Manchester United up next, followed by Bristol City in the Cup, which I actually think I do want to play. So it's going to be the baggy simmed Tottenham and Chelsea next episode, because I want to go find that cup. But we all know who we're playing today, probably the most important one of them all. It's Manchester United, as I see a player returning from injury. Please be Brandon Pope. It is Brandon Pope. Right, there we go. We've desperately needed him back into the squad. I think he's took a rating decrease as well, as Man United, you might have just seen there, are 4th in the league. So it is going to be a challenge, as he's coming straight onto the bench. Not into the first team, but he's going to sit there ready to come on. As Chevalier starts in goal, Stacey, Aya, Ivan and Mola are still the back 5. But I don't know about Ivan, if his head's gone or not. With Todd Cantwell, Hove, Doyle and Brooks as the midfield. With, of course, Dallas, Points, Manuel. You know the drill. You know the drill up front. You just do. So hopefully it can be the same drill against Man United like it was the first time round. Oh, and as you can see there, the Red Devils, they've travelled Well, we wouldn't be up or down. It's sideways, I think, with Lafont in the goal, another good French keeper. Wan-Bissaka, Ferro, Upamecano and Thomas Tavares, with Baluta and Goncalves sitting. Greenwood, Odegaard and Rashford as the captain, with Tony Martial up front. I mean, the bench doesn't look too exciting as well. This Man United team, I'm surprised they're actually in fourth above Arsenal, because Arsenal's team was solid when we played them. I'm guessing it's the addition, of course, of Marcus Rashford, who is a world beater in FIFA. So that is what I'm gambling. It can't be Tony Martial or Martin Odegaard carrying them. Yes, good individual players, but I don't see them carrying this team all the way to fourth position. As we've got the ball straight away, Tommy Doyle gives it out wide to Hove, who needs a run on here of Todd Cantwell. Gets the run of Todd Cantwell as well, and he needs to cut back inside. Can he get past this defender? He does. With ease. Going to give it back out wide though to Hove. Good back heel onto Clinton Mola onside. Can we get an early goal here? No. Poor cross. Just not pinpointed enough right there as Tony Martial gives it back to Pedro Goncalves. That's a good ball through to Anthony Martial, as we have cut it out really well as well. Onto Hove. Now onto Kieran Dowell, who we do get a run of. Semenyo just in front. Can we try and get another run on? There we go. The return from Dowell gives it. But Dale Upamecano with a big block. 15 minutes in against United. We've actually been pretty decent ourselves, but that ain't good. That ain't good. Kieran Dowell has stayed down. I absolutely hate to see it, and also hate to see Greenwood attacking whilst he's down. We've committed a foul, as I'm going to have to bring him off for Ben Osborne here. It's not a good start for the captain, who was his best player in the last game, of course, by miles, as Rashford's going to whip this in. Not another header we concede from, as Belute touches it down into Greenwood, and it is. It's not the direct header, but it's from the move, as Mason Greenwood, who won the foul in the first place, has scored for United. Could be back-to-back defeats here if we don't be careful, as that is a terrible goal to concede. It was Christopher Ayer who hit the deck, and Clinton Mola did not get across in time just for them to volley it past our keeper. It's a shame. It's a real shame. Looked like we had promise in the early minutes, but no. Manchester United won, Grimsby nil. Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible, as Martial has a chance as well here and just puts it wide. I mean, it's lucky that it isn't 2-0 right now. Clinton Mola receives it from the defence. We're going to still try and play us passing out from the back game, although it hasn't proved to be really working as of late, as you can see by the 3 defeats already in this episode. However, this could change still, as Osborne's making his way up the field. He's still got the ball, but lost it to a dodgy touch, and I feel like that's been a problem today. The control of us players, just letting the other team nick it off us. Martin Odegaard with the ball here as well into Tony Martial. It's a good block. It's a double block, as the ball's still not gone though. Tony Martial stretches Chevalier's hands as he needs to make a save. Boys, I say your name a lot. I just say boys all the time, but we need to get the attention somehow, as this is absolutely terrible so far. Tavares almost allowed to play it across the box. It's just a scramble all over the place. Another player on the deck, and he's shaking his head. I think it's Tommy Doyle, as the ball's still not gone as well. Tony Martial on it. We've dived down, and Martial blasts it wide again. If they had a proper striker, it'd be about 5-0. It's absolutely terrible. From the first couple of minutes where we dominated, it's just turned into a bloodbath for United, which they haven't took, to be fair. And if we could get a goal back here, as Lafont makes a great save, we could have been back in business. Still got a chance though from the corner just before half-time. 1 minute added on, as Ivan, puts it across to Semenyo. The keeper makes another good save though, Lafont, and he's kept the minute before half-time. Switched it round a little bit at the end of that game, but it does remain the same scoreline. Manchester United 1, Grimsby 0, and we are so close to changing it. So close, I can feel it. I'm going to make one change to the team, not off the bench. And actually, in fact, I am going to make one off the bench. Osborne goes to the right there with Brooks in camp. And Brandon Pope... Wait, what? Brandon Pope don't want to come on? Okay, so he's severely injured. He doesn't want to come on. But I will make that change from the right mid to Cam, because I feel like that'll benefit us. Antonio Semenyo. Right, Brooks in Cam. Please prove something different, as we've got the ball onto Hove straight away. On to David Brooks. Now through to Semenyo. Back all the way to Clinton Mola, and he's going to try and restart the move. Hove again into Ivan. Go forward this time through that gap onto Brooks, and he's got a run at the side of him from Hove. Hove, blast that in, get us back level as he does. Grimsby Town in uproar as it's 1-1 with Manchester United. We are the bogey team for the Red Devils, and I absolutely love to see it, as that is a great goal. Look at that, Brooks holding it up. That's why he's in camp. He's been linked with Man United before, but they went for Daniel James, and look how that's biting you back. James not even in the in the team at all for United, as it's a great layoff for Johan Hove to blast it home. And what a big goal that is for us as well, as we're still going to try and continue on the front foot. I mean, I always try, but still, we're moving forward at some pace here. Brooks just goes all over the place, weaves in and out as he gives it to Hove. Now back on to Brooks, running in front of Semenyo. Get that through that gap, it doesn't go through it, but Semenyo still with the ball glued to his feet. Great control. It looks like we finally improved on that, as Hove has the ball again and goes for an optimistic one. Not going to happen there, I'm afraid, Johan. And I've just managed somehow, even though he didn't want to come on before, to get Brandon Pope onto the field. I'm guessing he just didn't want to test his injury? I don't know, because that is very weird to me, as they're going to come forward again, Manchester United. Greenwood with it back onto Belutse, onto Tony Martial. Martin Odegaard with a touch around us. Still got the ball though. In the middle to Tony Martial again, and a great tackle. Now we can move forward. 15 minutes. Let's get a win against them again. As Semenyo in a foot race with Terro when he gets there. Still, we are going to try and get on the front foot, although they've got an attack straight from it. Chevalier saves, and now throw it out, get up the field. Hove with a ball around the corner onto Brooks. Brooks, look out left for Cantwell, who's actually made a move to the left. Right, Semenyo, please, don't let us down here. Make a run in the middle of the box as he has done. It's over Terro, is it? It is over Terro! And it is 2-1 Grimsby Town! Antonio Semenyo breaks the curse he's had in the last 2 games to get back on the score sheet and put us in front of United again. I love that guy. I seriously love him. And Todd Cantwell, that is the best thing you've done in a while in the Grimsby Town shirt. Great cross over the top, and it's a common goal we keep on scoring. Volley in the box. Lafont, who was great in the first half, no chance. And the defenders all over the shop. We love it. The dirty double arises again, and it looks like it's going to be in our favour this time. Not Wolves beating us twice, but us beating Manchester United twice at Blundell Park, and of course first at Old Trafford. It could even be more though. It was 3-1 in the first game. Could it be 3-1 again? That's a great ball through to David Brooks. Lafont doesn't come out, and Brooks to make it 3. We've absolutely torn Manchester United apart with an easy win here at Blundell Park. I mean, there's not many teams who've scored 3 against twice. You can see what it means to the players now. They were desperate to get back into form, and the fans as well, as they go mental. It's a great ball over the top, and it's just game 1. It's game done and dusted, this time with 11 men instead of 10. And David Brooks, the best player on the field. And look at that. Look at that. It's 3-1. It's game over. It's just a glorious win. It's one of those days Grimsby Town will remember for a long time. Doing the double over Manchester United. Jordan Hove getting a 10 out of 10. I thought that would have gone to Brooks. Maybe it's gone to both of them. Maybe it's gone to the whole team, as that is the best performance ever. Maybe not literally, but definitely of recent episodes and recent years. As look at that, Bristol City next in round 5 of the Cup. So I think it's one more round until we in the of course next round. But Dowell is going to be missing for it. We should still be able to do it without him, although he was the best player against Southampton the round before. As Bristol, yeah, if we beat these, we are into the next round, which will be the round of 16 of the FA Cup. We could be on for the FA Cup this season, although it's a big ask, and you can see there's 14 teams still above us, so 14 teams that are probably better than us in this league, as we play 2 of them next episode in Tottenham and Chelsea. Then the episode after, we've got a couple more games in 4, and then the last episode, if of course we don't get flying in the cup and maybe have a final to play. As unfortunately guys, this is the end of this one. Apologies if it's a bit quick, but hopefully it's a bit snappy and can pique your interest a little bit more. I've been MWS. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, share and subscribe, as I will see you all in the next episode of the Grimsby Town to Glory series. Stay safe, in a bit, and peace.